Oh, that's a good one, Audacity. That's a good one. You're funny. You're funny. Time to record this video for a second time, all because Audacity wanted to be all goofy and to fucking corrupt my audio right when I was almost done recording. Thank you so much. But yeah, I had to take like almost a 2-week hiatus from punching my wall because I do not feel like saying the same things all over again. I think that deserves a like and you touching the subscribe button. Please. I am a fucking Nintendo meat writer. I grew up on that shit and it fuels my blood now. I think I have some sort of Mario autism in me, which is saying a lot because I don't want to have that Sonic-tism. I'm just saying. Can we please get a good Sonic game? So, I think I have something to say. We still don't have a good Sonic game. I love Generations. But do you know what we did get? An amazing Shadow game. Like, holy fuck. It is fantastic. There is so much I love about Sonic X Shadow Generations that it makes me wish that there was more of this.
Damn fourth chaos. I just love Latinas, Sonic.
To start off, Sonic X Shadow Generations is, to put it simply, Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. You can probably guess which game resembles what. To start off with the game we've been playing for the past decade, the amount of improvements hold Sonic Generations very much worthwhile, with one of the most notable upgrades being the actual visual enhancement to pretty much everything, especially in the cutscene department. Like, look at this cutscene from the OG Generations. Brother. This version of Sonic Generations also brings in the ability to drop dash, since it seems like we're bringing it to every Sonic game since it was introduced back in Mania. Which, I mean, yeah, sure, it's cool and all, but in my opinion, I think it should have just stuck with classic Sonic, since it's very easy to accidentally drop dash with modern Sonic. And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, both modern and classic Sonic have their own separate upgrade slots, which if it is the case that it is new, then freaking tastic. But it also seems like some of the cutscenes also seem to have been altered with either differing voice lines, animation, or voice acting. But as for my opinion on the cutscene changes, I honestly think they should have just left it alone. Like, some of these don't even make sense. Like this one right here, when classic Sonic is talking to Knuckles. It just looks like he's either self-conscious of his own body or he's hungry.
Thanks, Sonic. Now then, tell me, where is the rest of my island?
Bruh. And also the out of nowhere references for the die-hard Sonic fans, which absolutely feels forced in my humble opinion, of course.
We're traveling through time, Sonic!
Without the time stones?
Also makes it seem like this game is wanting to be more like Frontiers for whatever reason, which I feel like the original dialogue for this game was fine in and of itself. It just didn't need to be changed at all. Oh, and Rouge sounds like Jennifer Coolidge for some reason.
Thank you, Blue. That thing that grabbed me was like nothing I've ever seen before. Watch out.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
But there is some positive changes to the cutscenes, like when Robotnik is pleading for his life and Sonic to save his fat ass.
No! Sonic, save me! Michael! Don't leave me here! My house! My God!
Besides those things, the only other brand new stuff to come into Sonic Generations is the paid DLC skins for both modern and classic Sonic, which look amazing and splendid. It's just a great addition. But now on to Shadow Generations.
No!
What Shadow Generations does best is its presentation and the attitude associated all over Shadow. To put it bluntly, this is hell yeah or badass the game. Do you guys remember that one bitch from that one React channel?
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I fucking hate video games. Because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Yeah, she was fucking right. As a dude, when I see Shadow do anything in this game, it activates my man tingle sensation just right. Like, I'm him. I'm literally him. The way everything is presented to you screams, "Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?" From the UI to the way Shadow does anything, and when I mean anything, I mean absolutely anything. From how Shadow uses Chaos Control to homing attack his enemies, which is such a fantastic attention to detail, and the way Shadow uses his new Doom powers. No, not the demonic. Well, sorta. I kind of wish Shadow would rip and tear all his foes, which he sorta almost does on some occasions.
I will crush every last one of them.
Tonight?
From here on out, I'll be heading into story spoilers, so if you don't care all too much about Sonic or Shadow lore, thanks for staying, but by all means, if you can, please, play this game on your own. You will have the time of your life experiencing this for your very first playthrough. So, Shadow Generations is as stated to be Sonic Generations, but with Shadow going through his own history. Thanks for watching. All right. So, Shadow Generations takes place during the events of Sonic Generations, with Shadow being all emo and not wanting to be a part of the stupid birthday party.
No soy emo. Que no soy emo.
Instead, spending time in isolation up in the space colony arc, looking down on all those puny beings.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
No. Shadow is up in the arc because of some evil, malevolent readings he read in there, and now he's there to investigate.
I already told you. Gun detected an unusual biosignature aboard the Ark. I'm not leaving until I eliminate any possible threat.
There's free food.
Hola, señor. I'm here to fix the leak you called about a couple days ago.
An alien! Now where could those Latinas be?
So Shadow finds some acid trip corridor and heads to it, where we get our very first Shadow level and a great introductory level to add to it. The default controls for Shadow Generations seem to be the same as Sonic Frontiers, which took me some getting used to, since I was used to the old system of having the homing attack be also on the jump button. But this isn't the only thing this game borrowed from Frontiers, which I'll get into later. But during most of these levels, we get just the most top tier in-game cutscene transitions, which are just so seamless and never break the immersion while you're in the level, and gives this game just so much charm and personality, seeing the very expressive faces of just about every character, especially Shadow. Anyways, we get confirmation later on that the work of the anomaly seems to be from no one else other than Oh, and the time being thingy majiggy shows up and puts us in the Generations white void. So yeah, there's that.
I may finally have found a place where I can be all alone. Oh, come on!
Wow, what an asshole.
Now, there's a slight difference to Shadow and Sonic's white void. I'll let you take a guess. They brought over forces levels. Ew! Yep. The whole hub is 3-dimensional. 3 with a D next to it.
No,
This is honestly for the best because of the exploration and having fun and challenging obstacle courses to go through. Like, I've spent a hefty amount of time just going throughout the map, mainly looking for collectibles, but it wasn't at all boring. The layout of the map has the feel of Frontiers with all of its grind rails and obstacles, but to be honest, it's better. It's better than Frontiers. It's not all grind rails. Well, sometimes. But as for right now, we're only allowed a small portion of the map, but as we progress, we'll be able to access more areas in the whole hub. But continuing on, we go into Act 2 of the Space Colony arc, and it shares the level design of Sonic Generations, where in each level, there's 2 acts, but one of them focuses more on a different side of platforming, where one is 3D and the other is strictly strictly 2D platforming. So in this second act, we get introduced into one of Shadow's Doom abilities for a brief moment and gets us to feel the capabilities of Shadow's powers. Again, look at this transition. Oh my god! We'll come back to this later. After finishing Act 2, we get a cutscene, and oh my, I sort of wish they would have confirmed Maria and Joe Robotnik to be back a little later, perhaps somewhere near the end, but it's sort of neat that we're seeing an updated model for these old characters since around Adventure 2.
Correction. The last instance of Gerald and Maria Robotnik was in Shadow the Hedgehog from 2005.
Shadow and I will protect this planet. Right, Shadow?
No. Maria? No. She's gone. I'm seeing things.
Speaking of which, while we do these acts, we'll unlock some of the characters that aren't really in Sonic's story, and they don't do anything besides like one or two of them, but it's a neat touch, I guess. Oh, and there's a huge ass wannabe biblically accurate angel in the sky. Almost like Bowser in Bowser's Fury. Except this thing doesn't do anything except just exist. So right next, we go to this All Tomorrow's Tempter looking thing and give it this thing that we got from beating that Black Doom Starfish thing and gain a new ability to shoot at multiple projectile things at once. I said things a lot. After all that, it's basically a rinse and repeat of what I just explained. Explore, do 2 acts of his own, unlock a new ability, repeat.
Fight back! Fight back!
And the best part about it is that it isn't boring at all. At all. Now to go over the levels, it's basically almost every level Shadow has been through since Generations, except for one brand new one, that being a level inspired by Frontiers, which is funny because Shadow wasn't in there. Real quick, to get this out the way, let me just be honest here. I didn't enjoy Frontiers far too much. I said it. There we go. I said it. I said it. I don't know what it is about Frontiers, but I found it to be brain numbing, except for a few moments. But the free roam parts weren't it, man. It just weren't it for me. In the actual levels in Frontiers, the majority of them weren't all that good, to be honest. Only like the first 2 of them were. I mean, I even platinum Frontiers in a week after release. That took like less than 40 hours just to platinum it, but I still have yet to know what happens in the DLC, which is another thing. Like, please, for any company that's doing any sort of game, just put everything in the game. Stop making roadmaps for stuff like this. It's just plain annoying. Anyways, tangent aside, the Frontiers levels in Shadow Generations is a very welcome addition. They're surprisingly pretty fun. But alongside the Frontiers levels, there's also levels from Heroes, Sonic 06, Forces, Adventure 2, but surprisingly of all, there isn't a single one from Shadow's first game, that being Shadow the Hedgehog from 2005. So as of the day I'm editing this video right now, it's been a couple months since the movie pack DLC came out for Shadow Generations, and if nothing else, this level is going to be the most alike to what we're getting for a Shadow type of level, and good golly, this level is just immaculate, just absolutely immaculate. Like them adding Keanu's voice as Shadow for this specific level, just fucking cherry on top, dude. Just amazing. I might even be so bold as to put this level as like one of the best, if not the best, Shadow the Hedgehog levels in this game. Like, what the fuck? This is so fucking. All of these levels are miles above and better than Sonic Generations, especially for most of the 3D levels, although there is a problem sometimes in like an act or 2 where the pace slows down for platforming, where all I want is just to go fast. Regardless of that, it's all still a fun blast just to go through. But moving on to Shadow's abilities, called Doom Powers. So first off, the very first ability that we receive is the Doom Spears, which do as I explained before, that being shooting out multiple spears onto targets, mainly used to stun enemies, press switches, or used for puzzles. Puzzles being in quotation because they're not even puzzles, they're just common sense. Doom Blast that lets you kick any of Black Doom's minions into the sky and lets you aim to where you want to kick them, which then lets you teleport to their location. No, this isn't racially motivated, I promise you. Well, maybe it is, who knows.
What do you mean by that?
Doom Smurf. Fuck! Doom Surf. It's literally just a pocket-sized plushie from Mario, but it's the only way of traversing through water. Actually, this is more like the manta ray from Galaxy. Doom. Doom Morph lets you become a gooey sack of dookie. It swim through the yucky sewage waste from Black Doom. Does bro even wipe? And finally, Doom Wings, which we get at the very near end and got a sneak peek in the first zone of the second act. And when you get these wings, you can essentially just skip the whole entire level just by flying over everything. Oh, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Shadow also has chaos control that he can build up by killing enemies, which then freezes everything, even the timer, but only for a limited time. But it makes it so you can stand on objects that will usually harm Shadow, like missiles, but if anything, it's used for, again, quote-unquote puzzles. The amount of uses this has varies, but the game makes it pretty much almost obvious when to use chaos control at the right time, especially since they put a refuel capsule right before you use it. But I really want to get into the cutscenes throughout the game. Like, look! And in this one,
Frisk me. I shall claim you, mind, body, and soul, and become the perfect being.
and best one of all,
I found you, Shadow!
The blue hedgehog. Of
all places. You have something I need.
You can wait until my business is finished.
Yeah, sorry, but I'll make you eat those words!
Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
No! Shit! Nice hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald. See ya!
Now, I know what I have to do.
I'll marry them.
Shadow was gonna damn near end Sonic here. Hold on, I just gotta sit and watch this one back again. This also reminds me the boss fights in this game are just so great to see and experience again, especially Metal Overlord with the Crush 40 in the background. Oh my goodness, just take a listen, bro, please.
Go!
Look at this dude. Bro trying so hard to be Silver. He's pulling it off.
My ears burn!
Now to get deeper into the story, how and why are Maria and Joe Robotnik here in the White Void? I'd sure love to know as well as you guys do. I guess that's something with the paradox or something according to Bald Einstein over here. But as we finish these acts, Shadow gets stronger, which in turn seems to make Black Doom stronger, according to the creepypasta Black Squidder over here.
You are not ready yet. We are not ready yet. Once you have been perfected, then we will have our reckoning.
Black Doom wanted me to make the perfect warrior for him. So these new abilities are all part of his grand design. You two are linked by blood. As you grow in power, so does he.
But can I just say, the way the dialogue in recent Sonic games, ever since Frontiers, has been more dramatic and cinematic in a sense.
It is the power of Black Doom.
Grandfather?
I made a Faustian deal with that monster to create Shadow. Now it seems that we all have to pay for my sins.
Whoa, old man. Talking about sinning. I thought you were a man of science. What would Sheldon say?
Bazinga.
Also, I think you might want to increase the volume of the sound effect. I can almost hear what old man Jenkins is trying to say. In turn, Shadow possesses more rage and animosity towards Black Doom, to which we get this heartfelt scene.
He's grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Maria?
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand? I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
When we later complete all of the acts, we get this scene in turn.
It's time.
I'm sorry I put you on this path, Shadow, but I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you, son.
Shadow!
It's all right, Maria. I'm letting go of that destructive anger. But I will continue to fight. Fight with your wish in my heart. Your wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy.
So we head over onto the final boss. Well, first we have to do 3 acts to show off the skills that we've acquired, and they are long acts, I'll say at that. But now onto the actual final boss, Black Doom, or as called in this boss fight, Devil Doom. And then later on his second phase, he gets turned into Neo Devil Doom, which if anything is just a harder Metal Overlord with a few extra steps, but nothing near impossible. But the fight switches from basically the Metal Overlord boss fight into a typical modern supersonic boss fight by trying to keep the ring count up while looking for opportunities to damage the boss. But as always, the visuals and in-game cutscenes enhance the experience so very much.
I will not be stopped.
Cannot deny what you are. We are one and the same.
Shadow Hedgehog. This is the destiny I choose. Now, to end this!
I crafted everything up till now, and yet you deny me. This is for the Latinas. Shadow, you.
So with Black Doom finally defeated, we give Rouge the real Chaos Emerald. Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned Shadow got the fake Chaos Emerald all the way from SA2 and tricked Sonic into thinking he had the real one. Whoopsies.
That was just to soften you up.
2 hours later.
How long is this going to take?
On your feet.
You're not beat yet.
But onto the final story moment of this game. I'll just let it play it out.
I knew you could do it.
Maria.
I'm okay. Really.
Professor, what's happening?
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
I'll stop Rouge. Use Chaos Control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't want to be frozen in one place in time. Besides, your friends need your help.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
I know I'll see you again. And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Maria. Wait.
I'm not crying. You are. Man, I just love how both Shadow and Sonic Generations are interconnected with each other. Like, Shadow just experienced another traumatic event so shortly, and then he watches two Sonics go Super Saiyan or whatnot while he's just thinking about what just happened like a couple minutes ago. But as for my final thoughts, with this game exploring Shadow's roots, I sort of wish there was more elements of his ultimate life form abilities. Okay, really, I just wanted Shadow to do that thing he did in Sonic 06 where he took off his limiter rings that negated his destructive powers, but it's okay. So I'm either guessing Sega forgot about that or it's just a retcon now. There's something missing. I can't put my finger on it. Oh wait. Where are the guns? Sega is listening to me. Don't make another Sonic game. Again. Also, what the fuck is a Terios?
I've spent the last few months editing this video. It's finally complete.
All right. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Now I'm gonna go goon.